This is Bonnie from Mom by Example, and while my blog's being repaired and made over, I'm doing these short little videos. And the series I've been doing is called Organize, Declutter, and Be Happy. And you may wonder why I'm holding this on my lap. I'll get to that in a minute. If you haven't seen any of the videos, you might want to go to the YouTube Mom by Example channel, because today I'm going to be talking about doodads and things on the wall and bureaus. And I'm going to be talking about a messy solution. So if you don't really know what the word messy means, you might want to go back a couple to the basic organize and declutter videos. But I want to just ask you, when you go into a hotel or motel room and you first open the door, does the room look clean? It does look clean. Is it clean? Well, we hope so. It's what we pay for. But the reason it looks clean is because the bureaus and the floor are free of stuff. I mean, the bureaus or desk might have a TV and a plastic container holding brochures or material, but that's about it. So I decided early on, when my children were young, I had 4 boys sleeping in one room and 2 girls in another bedroom, that they could have bureaus, but the bureaus were very limited as to what could be on top, because messies have a problem. If we have a flat surface, we're going to cover it with stuff. And I decided each of the boys and the girls could have a Bible or their favorite picture or maybe their favorite G.I. Joe, but that was it. And they could play in their bedrooms whenever they wanted to. But as soon as they were finished playing, they had to clean up the floor or whatever surface they were playing on. So I had baskets and under the bed storage boxes for all of their stuff. So whenever you walked into their bedroom when they were not playing, it looked clean. The bureaus were basically clean, and the floor was empty of toys and clothing and stuff, and it worked well for us. When I first moved into our house that we moved into 14 years ago, I didn't have any coffee tables. I didn't have any end tables, because in my home, flat surfaces meant stuff was allowed to live there and pile up. I've since learned that I don't want stuff to control me. And so I have coffee tables and end tables back in my home. However, I control the stuff. My time with my children is more important than the time I spend dusting. And I don't want to look at hundreds of things on the walls, even though it might be cute or beautiful or country cottage looking or whatever effect I'm trying to get, and see dust on them. You might be different. If it's not a problem for you, then it's not a problem. But I would look at the stuff all over my walls and I'd think, oh, look how dusty it is. So I took most of the stuff off. And I just have very simple walls. In this season of my life as a busy mom, that's what works for me. Does the stuff still get dusty? Yes, but it takes less time to dust it. Keep things you like. This is Alfred. He is a jack-o-lope. Too long a story to go into, but we live in Pennsylvania, and several years ago we drove out west, almost looking like the Beverly Hillbillies. My husband built a trailer and made it into bunk beds. You don't want to know more about that, but traveling with 8 kids across country was an adventure for us, and this reminds me of that trip. I do have him on my wall. You think, are you kidding? No, because he brings me joy. Here's another item. I get most of the things in my home from garage sales. This is a beautiful item. You'd probably agree with me. I love blue and white. Most of our home is decorated in blues. And so when I found a yard sale where the woman was cleaning out everything she had, she was getting a whole new living room. She was getting rid of all of her blue and white things. I bought 3 or 4 of different vases and looking containers for $2 each, and I've had them for probably the past 5 or 6 years. Well, they're still pretty. I mean, I've had flowers in them. They're beautiful. They're easy to care for. They're heavy. They're beautiful pieces. I no longer derive the joy I did when I bought them. And so these will be in my yard sale in March for $2 a piece, all her different vases and knickknacks. So I would say to you, you need to limit. And if cleaning is a problem, if it's taking you too long, get the stuff off your surfaces. Clear off your tables, clear off your bureaus, get rid of your bureaus if you can. Use under the bed storage boxes and closet containers. And tomorrow I'll be on to a new decluttering project.